unnecessary question, you just come with now. I've just explained to you how the thing works. So you cannot come ask me that when I've just told you. Once you've done your process, you go to a public court and get ratification, which means the judge is going to say, I find in favour of the plaintiff, which is you. Once you have that, now you've got lawful rights and claims to enforce your contract. So the sheriff can't come talk about no jurisdiction because you get it ratified in the public. So the sheriff now is an instrument to enforce your claim. So if it's goods, property that needs to be seized on their premises, that's what the sheriff's there for. Just as an example.
So at what stage, what document do you have?
No, what I'm going to say to you now, we fucked up.
Right.
Because you're supposed to have put some CCs under there. CC, the fucking UN, CC, Interpol, CC, the Moors in America, just, you understand? Since you fly the Moorish flag.
That's what I was thinking about. I thought to myself, where's the actual CCs? I was thinking about it in the back of my mind.
When you say it, look.
No, not yesterday, today.
Well, I think it's I'll tell you why it's important, because just like when I'm doing my mother's thing now, it's going to fucking the UN Commission on Indigenous Rights. I'm going to the UN Human Rights. I'm going to do Interpol. So what I'm trying to say to you, this is a bluff game, don't forget.
That's
so
right.
as much as we're trying to get our P's and Q's and words and style and all of that, that's not the point. That's just to make sure our shit don't get, ignored, dismissed, ridiculed. But once you put them CC on there and them say, Bomba Clark, now the world I watch. Like you can CC, the president or the prime minister of China too. When you see the world I watch, wow, go on, in this case, it's going to be a different outcome.
Yeah.
Because if it is a private contract, it's between you and them. But this is a public concern. I'm one of the people. The people are classed as the public. Even though public is public, corporate, private is private. But the Spanish society.
Republic, like a republic.
No, fuck that. I didn't say nothing like that.
Okay.
Why would I love other things and confusion?
Because you're confused.
Well, she just do it. And you just come do it.
Yeah, because you mentioned the word public.
I'm explaining to you how the game works, blood. So all you have to do is listen.
Yeah.
That's why you see, I'm just tapping on my bomb buckle like that, I'm doing my idea. Because I'm happy in a bomb buckle when we see my energy, I manifest. Because today, I look on it now and I'm looking at a research trust law. I'm researching the history of the NHS because these are trust situations and this is a contract that the government, which is a corporation, makes with the people to have our health, safeguard, welfare, safety, comfort, blah, in trust for us. So now you're going to tell my mother after 50, now she's a creditor because of her bloodline. Like, they don't know this. This is where I'm coming from. She's a creditor of this here bullshit because that's her bloodline and we're the creditor nation. And not only that, but she's also worked with her energy and put 50 years worth in your shit. No, you better do something quick because when we come for work, you know, a 50 years she'll look for claim bomba hole, pussy hole, you know.
We like it, Reggie, we like it.
So I've got to get my details right. I want to know the history. I want to know what the contract was that they made with the people in terms of offering the national service. I don't give a fuck about what they're saying about cuts and policies and economics and rate because you're the motherfuckers running the shit. Now the trust law says that if you're a professional, it will be held that you should have the highest duty of care, the highest skill. You know, there should be nothing within that realm of business that you don't know about if you're a professional. If you're a lay person, they said, well, we can't hold a lay person as responsible as we could hold a professional holding a public office. He said, we just copy that. I'll put that in the letter. There's certain pieces that I've picked out, what's in out there.
Yeah.
Done about a sentence or two and put it in. Because these are contracts that you're making with the people. See? No, you're now breaching your fiduciary responsibility, which is trustee. Fiduciary.
Yeah.
You're breaching your, and fiduciary is a serious thing, it's not a joke. Can't do what I'm reading. So I'm just piecing together my case. Guess who my respond? Your respondent is JUJU. What name? What name you respond?
Raptor Juk. What you mean again? Rajesh.
Right. No, mine is
Rajesh.
Jeremy Hunt, Secretary of State.
Eh?
Mine is Nathan Lamb. And Nathan Lamb, something Lamb. Minister of Support, Care and Support. So, see, my big boy, they were my respondent. No, you see, what may I say? This is the level we're supposed to be living at, blood. So when we are talk business, you know, so I some all up on nuts.
So let me ask a question, right? Even though we CC these people, do we actually email them?
Yes.
We got email sites to go to.
Or post it to them.
Right.
Either. But we're not going to CC and bluff like that.
Okay.
We're actually going to send it. Because what happens is, if something should go down, because obviously we're flying flags here.
Yeah.
They're going to see the Moorish flag and the fucking ancient pyramid. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to research it. That's when they're going to realise that these are indigenous motherfuckers. We've got problems. Remember,
you got a tip there.
When you're ordinary Nathan Castle, you're property of Rome, you got no talk, and then if you present yourself as a Moor, and they say, oh man, you know what I think? Oh shit, one of them last motherfuckers that...
One second.
We need to, you know what I mean? Yeah. You get the gist, Bianca. That's why you have to get up and get your fucking mortgage started out. Matter of fact, while he's doing his process, you should be doing yours at the same time. So, wherever you're short, you haven't got to rely on being stressed out trying to understand shit on your own. He's actually in the middle of he's starting his process. You should be having similar documents while he's doing it. So any questions you've got while he's doing it, you get it cleared up now. You're going to wait till he's fucking done his, and if he's successful, things are going to change, obviously. Because number one, he's going to have money. The money where the mortgage work, he's going to have that. Plus whatever compensation in demand, he's going to have that. So when I say, life going to change instantly. If he's successful, there's no guarantee. We know that. There's no guarantee. So we're not even going to go and go.
Can't we send it as a security later on? It's
of course you can if you've got the fucking judgment ratified in the public.
Exactly.
Fuck me, you can sell that. Fuck. That's the beauty of this. Even if them don't want to pay you, once it's publicly ratified by for them recognize bomb-buckler, thief and boy named Judge, Magistrate and Courthouse, as you just fucking said, it's now marketable.
That's right.
There's a lien. Liens can sell. People will invest in it, just like when the gas bill not pay, and the fuck of them quick time sell it to some fucking collection agency for, I don't know, give me 50% of the face value. Then that motherfucker says, oh, I got 50% of whatever it is, and then go and see if I can knock on their door and get it. Same exact way. Bloody mention that. But that's just another way of liquidating the debtor.
That's it, yeah.
The debtor. Because now you make it, see? Them have weird debtor, you know.
Yeah.
See? That's why them tax way. And that's why any little weird encounter, like a parking ticket, anything. You're paying your gas bill, your light bill is a tax. Paying your fucking mortgage is a tax. Paying for your food in the pussy class shop is a tax.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's your fucking divine right to eat bomb-buckler food. So our company come in now and say, hold on now. You want food? You want somewhere to live? You want clothes? Alright, pay me. No, pussy hole. And that's how it goes. We're talking about rights here now. We're not talking about corporate bullshit, what prison rules. We're not talking that.
Because they actually preserve our stuff as trustees.
They're trustees, they're fiduciary agents. Even the light company, providing you with light in your house is a government function. They've subcontracted that in commerce to this guy. That guy's still a blood clot response for your rights. So don't make him go too far away from you, because they both got the same, well, three of us here sitting with the same situation, to be honest. Right? He started a process on that same thing that applies to you. Do not let him go far down the fucking road, and do not start your process. So you need to wake up and get with it.
Oh, so you just
Can't keep hearing you talk about get your money. You sit down right now your money right there, so. Where you can have your bumper clock money, whatever the mortgage is worth, that's what you want. You want a compensation for the trespass, right? You want everything that they've robbed off you, and then obviously you want 100% title in your fucking house. So if them want to nick down this blood clot and demolish your house, they have to pay you whatever you say. Not, oh, we'll give you 50,000 because we're gonna build a road. Tough shit. If we got 10% legal title in your thing, so you can't tell us shit. See? You have to go talking in this language, yeah.
Yeah, talk to it, Bridget, talk to you, talk it.
Talking in this language, I can't seem to work. So, you're fucking up, basically. Which you're supposed to know. You say you want money, your money's right around you. And you can get the money and keep the fucking yard and get the 10% that they fucking got pressuring you for poll tax and property tax.
So the 10%, right, is what the grantor, is it the grantor holds that and then the trustees hold the other 90? Is that how it works?
No.
Or is it the other way around?
No, you've got possession, that's 9/10. Remember they said possession is 9/10 of the law?
Right.
Yeah? You've heard that?
Yeah, I read that, yeah.
That's your 90% equitable title. You've got possession, that's 90% equitable title. The government corporation have got the 10% legal title, which then now, because they're the trustee, can dictate. But hold on, who instructs the trustee? The grantor. Who's the grantor? The heir. Who's the heir? The inheritor. Who's the inheritor? You.
Right.
But we don't look at it as heir and inheritance. Obviously I've got that from Civil Alert.
Okay. Yeah.
Frontiers, Rasmaria Bay.
Okay.
They're clarifying. See, these are the key principles. That's why I listen to them. Some of the principles. Things that we might know it inside, but we don't really know it because it's never been said. If you're the trustee with a 10%, then where's your trust indenture? Where's your trust contract? And where would you get it from in a trust situation? You get it from the grantor. So there's something wrong with this fucking picture. Trustee running wild, making up his own fucking contract. Doesn't go like that. Trust law doesn't work like that.
Right.
And that beautiful argument I'm going to put into my paperwork for my mum. Blood clot. I'm glad you see talking is beautiful.
Yeah,
sharing is beautiful. See, if I'm just sharing, you get back.
Yeah.
Because I could have sit down in my yard and talk to myself and maybe more than never crystallize it.
Yes.
The way I just shared it with you.
I mean, I record the same time too. So,
brilliant.
So therefore, because
I'm sharp, no blood
half the time, I can't catch it.
Can't be sharp, no blood clot.
I record it because for Bianca benefit too.
No, well, I'm serious though. Bianca's fucking up. And, you know, the reason why you see, hear the joke with she, you know, why she's so ironic. The reason why she chat to me in the shop is because the Hindu and them not talk about property.
Right.
I'm jumping about something. And that's why she talked to me.
Okay, yes.
And she was in front of me. No, all I know. From I was driving coach.
And is that?
No, this guy not put one pen to one paper in.
Well, sometimes, you know, if you don't answer that thing right, you know, really move until you answer.
Ask.
You ask
then,
questions, yeah.
You ask, like, okay, what's the first thing I gotta do? That's simple enough, isn't it?
Exactly.
Like, I was talking to my friend earlier, I said, no, I got nothing special. I ain't got the knowledge. I haven't got the knowledge.
Right.
I haven't got the knowledge. I've been given a clue. I've been given a lifeline. I was given a phone a friend. See?
You see what it is, right? We want some people are on automatic and they don't even know it.
No. This is Rome. We're prisoner of war.
Yeah.
See, this is why these talk is not just talk. If you know where your bomber clock down who you is. You see?
Yeah.
You think you're European where even the European can't, if you notice, obviously.
Yeah.
Europeans are sitting there and going, well, I'm in Rome, I'm alright. They're not. So if we're not Romans, what does that mean? If you have a man like Simon Spaniard, who is a white man according to the title where them walking with, which is not, but Yeah?
Yeah.
A man like him who working at the institution, in the heart of it, the bank.
And I fight against it.
Right? What does that tell you? That tells you that, hold on a minute, something wrong with this picture. I need to wake the fuck up.
So Bianca, I need a signature from you. If possible. But the signature this time can't be the way this time the last time. It's gonna have to be Elbe.
Bianca, you need to move. Don't be like my mother. When we go into the hospital, my mother not give me no argument. She not ask me, why am I pressing my finger in an ink pad in red? Then again, the red is the red of Jesus, so maybe that was the right blood clot leak. Because she was tired with that red band. The blood of Jesus and red. But anyway, my mother not give me no argument. Why? She spread out on her back, trapped in the blood clot hospital. Why wait till there? I 20 years I tell you about herbs. Me not supposed to tell you about herbs. Jamaica you born. Me not supposed to tell you about, you're supposed to tell me. Me born a brick city. You born a bush. Bush already life there. And man a brick city I tell the woman from the bush to go back a bush. But if a man a brick city I walk with bush tea. No NSC, no Guinness, no Red Bull. 4 bush tea me I walk with.
We say in there again
Ginseng, ginger, lemongrass and moringa.
Wow.
See? Look at the, when I talk about irony. So, we not condemn nobody in this game. Me not no grudge against my mother. Me fully understand. That's why she, me don't know the Almighty work the plan to say, you go have a son and watch this bomb clock when that son you come. Son is not special, nothing. I want same piece of meat like everybody else, but this is son have something in and watch and see. So me see the work of the Almighty a go on, and me see him is an instrument of it. Me have no problem with that.
I think the advantage that you have over everybody is that you studied for yourself rather than being led by these college lecturers and all this crap.
I was up in the 90s, you know, because I was at uni. I joined uni 2001. And it took me about 3-4 years at uni on the same course.
Oh, you go to uni?
That means shit, like.
I
I was doing architecture technology because I was saying, well, terrorism, them I lit down building like crazy. Plus, now I was about interest in that building. That's why I'm good at it, but it's fuckeries. You only do them courses when you're 18, you don't know shit. You don't do them courses when you're 40, because you can't fool you. Yeah. I've got them to deal with them still on my lease. Because I'm still paying student loan out of every pay packet. I didn't graduate, right? But I've got them to deal with. Once because that's another trustee situation.
Right.
You see, that's the link. That's the hook, blood. That's the hook.
They're working for us.
That's the hook. Again, we get the emphasis of it from Civil Alert. And Taj. That's the hook. You know, like, where do I start? The trust relationship.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if there was a, you've inherited the trust because your foreparents are the grantors. You've inherited grantorship status. Also beneficiary status.
Right.
Now, you've got somebody who's responsible to make sure you're all right. What do you do with, like, you've got somebody to come in and clean your house, cook your food and wash your clothes. When your clothes are online and you're coming and see big stain on your clothes, what do you do?
Make up nice.
There you go. So it's no fucking different with the public servant. You get in the habit of calling them public servant.
And I'm all telling about the law.
And then when I like the son of that, say trustee, fiduciary, blood clot, you know something? Number one, you say public servant, Ras, somebody wake up. Huh? I thought every camera was a celebrity. No. You're the head of the servants, motherfucker. You're the chief servant.
You get me?
No, this is a serious thing, blood.
For real, brethren, for real.
So, what me I say, Bianca, wake up. Because you gotta go ball. And you're going to be calling to who you know can actually help the situation. Because you can't just call anybody. Unless you're calling for your piece of bread. Or some paraffin filled light sitting in your yard. Wake the fuck up.
Well, she keeps talking.
This is your fucking inheritance you're sitting in.
She keeps talking to me about
however you get it, or your inheritance, that's another key you get from them. Anything you have, however you get it, doesn't matter. Or your inheritance. See, remember, when you make paperwork with these motherfuckers, you're making contracts, so you're telling them, this is my fucking inheritance. This is my heirloom, and when I gone, me pick me them or whoso fucking ever you want. My mama, my auntie, my cousin, whosoever, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
See it? So, but the key is the trust relationship and the fiduciary trustee responsibilities. Manners. That's the hook.
Well, that's everybody at some point is going to come to a point where they can't pay the bill. You've got to hand back the keys and walk street or fight for your shit.
I was talking to my mum's friend, Bernie, and I've been coaching, because she's been calling to inquire about my mum. She's been up there a couple of times apparently.
Yeah.
I've been coaching her on the whole thing. This bitch know nothing but how to listen. She's not far beyond my mum in age. She looks good. Even me. Mother friend though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And them listen, but them don't know if they listen. See?
We weren't trained to listen, were we? Think about it.
No, we're trained to have pride. You've grown up, you spent 2 shillings, you bought 2 things, you've been round a couple trip round there, and that is what warrants, we know. Now, that's how we've been taught to think. Those are the values they've given us. You must reach a certain age and feel good about yourself because I've been around 30 years and I've done this and I've been there. And then all the going and coming and doing and not doing, we haven't learned shit because they've held the real shit. Not because we're stupid. We've held shit from us and we've got worn the fuck down. Because what happens is now we're under so much fucking stress.
Yeah.
Right?
That
when this kind of information, it sounds so fucking enormous and complicated, we want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I understand. We want to go to sleep and hope it's gone when we wake up. Because when you have by your plate, I try to juggle it to make it work. It now work, it stress you. And when you get for the effort and thought and energy I put in, it's coming like joke. So when you hear about, when you see a paper like that with 1 million words, it's like, right, fuck this. I'm a spliff. You hear me I say? So I understand. But you see, when you get within your blood, say, this is not just for me, this is the nation, this is a nation thing. This is my contribution to fight the war for the nation. We don't know war about gun and stick and knife and fist and foot. That's not the war blood, that's a picnic business.
See?
You hear me? Them that picnic business, woman set the law, woman no deal like that. And this them use and them spiritual power. So spiritual power manifests in paper and pen.
Yeah.
Because paper and pen and words, them take trap with, enslave with, fool with, abuse with paper, pen and word. Just call you Negro, call you black, call you this, call you that. Just throw that. All of your rights and inheritance gone. Think about it. Just words. It's not no gun do it, you know. The gun is to reinforce the words.
Yes.
Remember when the type contact him, tape on the fucking thing and I beat him for changing blood clot name? What was the key there, so? Not the name, the word. The gun and the whip and the knife and everything else was just a means to enforce the word.
To obey.
You see it, so you remember it, blood clot.
And then they took off his toe.
You see it. If you make sure you remember same name, Toby.
Yeah, Toby.
You heard it. So we're in the same exact situation today.
Yeah, not different.
Just because police now kick down your door yet, and chop off your toe. But when this shit crashes, just let me tell you something. You see, when I'm at the petrol dispute, me wise enough to know I said no fools. I just wish I had a means of communicating with the key people in that thing when they had the petrol dispute and they blockaded the fucking refineries with the trucks.
Right.
Because I'd have said, listen lads, that's not the way to do it. You're going to pick up some lick, someone going to go to jail, and someone going to lose on a job. So you're fighting for your right, but you're going to lose. And you're not in a position to lose, fuck all. Because if you was in a position to lose, you would be fighting in the first place. What you should have done was sat down, organised, discussed and communicated broadly that you're going to have a stay at home for a month.
Yeah, they have to change it.
You stock up your fridge, you stock up your freezer, you stock up everything you fucking want with whatever resources you got, and you're having to stay at home for a month. How much billions is that going to cost the motherfucking government corporation?
You get me? That's how you cripple them.
I could see, unfortunately, I couldn't get the word out. And I wasn't even on Facebook.
Yeah.
And there's no guarantee that Facebook would have fucking done it, because even now you put stuff up there, they're so fucking trained and brainwashed that you have to wonder what they're supposed to like and look into and say, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's him again. He's always got some fucking... You know them still. You have to deal there with them.
But when I see stuff there, they make you...
They think say, man, oh, it's a big up in check, he knows everything. No, nigga. Most of the time when I put shit on this, because I've been looking into something, and if something leak me, I'm saying, boom, share it. You see it? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how me do it.
So you learn, by teaching.
You're teaching yourself.
Yeah.
Because you just open your mouth.
Yeah.
That's why it's not an ego thing. It's not a salary thing. It's a life thing.
But you have to
I
express
remember
it.
we are the master of that, because so we passed through every science. Yeah, we did. We had massive fucking stones, so we did it that way. But the spirit of it is the breath, the word, the breath.
Our tradition.
That's the spirit. That's the breath is the spirit. So when that breath is forming sounds and vibrations, that's the magic. That's the science. That's why this is the science. Because that is that. Just like our spirit of breath of being in the ethers come down to this. Well, that same spirit comes down to that.
Yeah. So there wasn't wrong to let us read. In the beginning was the word.
But it's true.
You get me?
It's true. And to prove say woman are the thing, music, art, drawing, anything to do with art, music, anything like that, it's a feminine energy.
Yeah.
Just like when you feel horny, if you're a woman, you want to go fuck some pussy now. That's a feminine energy, believe it or not. Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's the creative energy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's the feminine energy, isn't it?
For real.
Okay, we just latch onto the fact that it feels good and want more of that feeling.
Yeah.
That's heaven, that's nirvana, that's ecstasy. That is a state that we can supposed to and should reach all the time.
Yeah.
Bliss.
Bliss, yeah.
That's why I think I'm going to stop saying bless and say bliss. Bless have to do with blood sacrifice.
Or be less.
So back to Bianca. Get cracking, babes. You're fucking up.
No choice.
You're fucking up. I told you a long time, didn't I, when you said about going to fucking Africa and doing it from there, and I says, yeah. Contact Ruben and get him to hand over power of attorney and get your fucking shit together.
Well, he might be coming here.
Well, you still play a game with blood clot Ruben and see where you're not. Still a fuck with Ruben and see where you're not. Whether whatever difference you're on him off, you meet the right blood clot somebody. Simple. We've all got flaws, we've all got our own little fucking miserableness, peculiarities, quirks, and all kind of shit. But him depend the right blood clot chap. And from where him a come, me give him applause, blood clot. Cause where him in a money business, my mind all the other bullshit. I'm gonna stay there, I'm gonna hush him out and stay there. till he crash, naturally crash, whatever, expose, whatever. So we judge everybody on merit. And we talk with him, we depend things already, we come amongst him and see, now paperwork there. I work for. That's good enough for me.
Well, I didn't know from the beginning, because there was a time, right, when everything just went quiet. I was studying all this material, and then everything went quiet, and I thought, well, what am I going to do next? Is that just last?
Time for action.
I need to meet somebody.
No, it was time for action. So however it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I was exactly the same place as you. Because the day when I got the Bobby Hemmett DVD, which is the first time I knew about Bobby Hemmett, I was sat in the car looking into space.
Yeah.
Knowing that I'm supposed to do something next.
Yes.
What the fuck was I supposed to do? Me no know.
That's right.
But you know what happened? The fact that you sit down there looking into space, not thinking anything, lost, literally.
Yeah. For real?
Means you're ready. You never have 1 million conflicting thoughts. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that. You never had that. You just did it like, what the fuck?
What did I say? If I be this spoil me. If I be this spoil me. You remember she said that? Because she just was in the church before. And Mr. had born the church now, right? So she go something like, I want to spoil you.
Spoil you?
You get
repair you.
Get
You never tell her, no baby, I repair.
Well, she knows now. And she walk around quiet. And she a think too. She has to think that go on. Because I still go to my church, you know. I still take my church.
Who?
Even though I'm in church already, like, maybe I'm going to church enough time already.
No.
Yeah, because I'm not, it's nothing against her. Personally.
No, you can't even look at shit like that, because what you're going to look at is that your people have been hypnotised and brainwashed. And, you know, you can't just say, no more. You can't. You can only feed them keys, value keys, that when they're listening to that usual bullshit in the church, they've got a reference to compare it and say, You know, they've got an option. Their horizon was that. At least now their horizon is that. If you can get their horizon to that and then 360, that's where it's at. But remember, out of 360, we're lucky if we've got 36, which is 100th. So, wake the fuck up, mommy. See, every mommy me come cry, I have to tell her to wake up. And when I'm moving, and every other mommy, some of them hate me like poison.
When you say,
baby mother included.
When you say anybody will go up on a limb, right? It's always this light. You know what I mean? They want to crucify you sometimes too, because them say, well, you different. You understand me? And you ask things of them which is different. You're asking their brain to go into hemispheres of a different sort. And it's like, I don't want to talk about this shit.
Well,
just put
it's
the
their
TV
problem.
on.
If they limit them fucking self,
Yeah.
that's their problem. Because that's what it is. Because even before I knew this particular subject we're talking about now, we still depend. I was talking the same fucking way, but all we're doing analysing information we get, inside information about the corruption, the lie and the thief, then looking at the all play out in our life. So we still analyse that. The only thing is now, we're finding solutions. But if we hadn't gone through the period of analysis and critique, this solution wouldn't make shit to us today. Because you don't actually know there's a problem. If you see me, you have to know there's a problem. Let me see, for years you've been hammering this problem out. Can't find the answer. Okay, we find the potential answer. Because we were looking at the problem.
Yeah.
If we happy go lucky like a gamecock, one day we got chop off away in the pot.
But remember, you know, I watched a video once, you know, and it was showing the brain. How the brain grows like a tree. I mean, you see how the enzymes are grow differently with different information. So it shows that the formative years of a child, right, depending on its environment, determines the next step.
They say the first 7.
Yeah. So when you first come across information, you ain't got the capacity.
Okay then. By the same token, that is true what you said, and I agree with it. But at the same token, we've all got a nature, and often our nature is what stops us from doing and being what we're supposed to be. When they say you're your own worst enemy, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just especially if you don't know your horoscope, your star chart, your natal chart, it's the same way that you don't know yourself, and the same way you won't know your partner. Because if you remember, the real religion is that.
Yeah.
When they say man know thyself, it's that. Then you see how that from the heavens translate down onto earth in terms of you, your characteristics, your personalities, your traits. You know what I mean? That's the science, that's the religion, that's the real. So we're by choice often we're in the dark, gambling. You take a partner, gamble. That's why 90% of the time it don't work out because there's no science behind the creation of that relationship. Because it's a science. Therefore you want to produce offspring, but you will need to know what kind of offspring you're going to bring. Then you need to know what time of year you're going to bring the offspring. Depending on who you are bring forward. For what purpose? In a fluid position, the only purpose is liberation. You see me? So this is the science. This is what they call Islam. I self law and master. This is it what I just told you. It's not fucking Allah. Sapana watana hala. It's not that. It's not wear short trousers and blood clot. It's not that. Just like the Christ is not that. Where Jesus is Christ. It's the heavens. And the anointing. The Kundalini, etc., etc. You know? The crystal, or whatever you want to call it. So, Bianca, back to you. You have to wake up, baby. Can't say a bright young woman like you will fuck around. And you say, yeah, man. None of we not even know if we are going to get on any foot to help one another. So we help one another now while we can do it. Raise up one another now, not tomorrow.
So you say if we just basically print this thing again before we send it off?
Yeah, man, you need them. We get them same fucking details of those rigs. Of them, Rasmariah, Sister Anaida L.
Yeah. You and
like one of the talks, they actually tell you
had to go through it.
what ones you should send it to. They literally telling you. CC this, CC. Fontaines is the one. He sends out fucking rigs sometimes hundreds a day.
Who?
Fontaines, that's why if you listen to them things,
Yeah. I go through them, I go through them.
That's why if you listen to them things, we, you know. Them are we over this, so.
Yeah, same thing I want.
And like I said yesterday, we feel have a familiarity with the American Constitution. That's our ancestors' constitution with the European Pantheon lands. Chat here is more work, more blood clot words for the people.
I bank a time, I make a work all day today, man. Tap off foot all day today. How much are you do today? Not many. Okay.
It's just working. Once you're there, It's like you gotta be there.
You work is though.
Just even standing up there, even if you're doing shit.
I tell you about you realize you must think like in the cab there sometimes hard work.
No, true. Can you do that work?
Yeah. You bring
work in there.
You bring a work. Okay, so tomorrow I forget that put on and so it makes you sign all these stuff. You gotta sign the right ones.
Well, if you're gonna hit them properly.
You know what I mean? So I put new date.
And if you come in your mind to blows now, if you say something blood.
You never come in your mind today. I say you said it was night, you know.
Yeah.
It was late. It was late.
Because you see now, that again, it's like understanding the trust thing.
Yes.
This now what we are talking about why in a way we are calling them bluff.
Yeah.
See, putting all them CC at the bottom.
Yeah.
Is them bluff, but we don't bluff because we have to send it bomb buckle hard.
Yeah. There are places we can send
Matter of fact, what we do too, when we are sending it, we send a copy of a proclamation. And what we also do, remember say when you proclaim, you have to publish. What we should do a block publishing. So this one with me and you, to publish a declaration.
Right.
And, you know.
Yeah. You mean, man?
Proclaim a nationality. I don't know if I'm going to do it at the Times, the Guardian, the Sun. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so it's publicized.
And then we want an affidavit from the publisher or the editor, affidavit of publication to say, yes, I affirm that this motherfucker published his declaration 3 weeks in the
Okay.
So I've never gotten one of these from these people.
Eh?
I've never gotten one of these from these.
Let me see this.
What's that?
How different
I've gotten it from the bank before.
What's that?
This is
It's a collection agency.
No, that's the second mortgage.
Your second mortgage?
Yeah, I haven't paid.
What did the second mortgage buy?
What did it buy?
Yeah,
We've been going off Ethiopia.
I thought so. You pay for the factory?
Huh? No. It was, just,
So how much was the second mortgage?
it was nothing. It was like 2,000, 4,000 pounds. It was stupid. It was just,
You took it out, you?
no, we didn't.
You need to get the power of attorney, right, and sort your shit out, right? If you don't know when you're being fucking used, tricked, abused, I don't give a fuck what the colour skin is. If you don't know when someone's taking the fucking piss, he's taking the piss and he's been taking the piss. And it seemed to me like, you know, if you want to go into Ethiopia, you can cut your own road in Ethiopia. You know? You see, if you have money, or you're Jew, you can cut your own road. You don't have to coat out to no boy. A man is a man. See, a man come from a woman. A man must know how a man deal with a woman. If you can't deal with a woman on a certain level, leave her.
Yeah, but.
Leave her.
Yeah, but. I'm not. See, like I keep saying.
No, me now repeat after I talk to you this, you know. Because you can't say anything in your business, you know, and you could even tell me if you come out of your business. But me just straighten it out. I'm a man. And I'm straightening you out. So you fucking self out. And stop fucking around with him. Simple. Because you don't grow yourself. So you don't know the little mentality of these guys. And me know them crew there. Because I grow and move amongst them as a youth. See? Culture T, the whole of them. See? You know them for years. No. I'm not better. I'm not perfect. I'm such an example of manhood or anything. Right? But me know the mentality. So you see how this play, and if you don't understand the game, and you see how it play, that's your business. But you're wasting time and you're fucking up yourself. Alright? Make him find out, so you do your paperwork and boom, get a lump sum with the whole cost of the man which you never fucking pay. And make him hear and see what. And see how the picture change again.
Oh, Ruby? Oh gosh, he be.
So the picture change. Maybe all of a sudden Ethiopia not so nice, especially if you're here.
Oh yeah, well, at the end of the day, right? The end of the day, I have a little dream. So man come in the house. I'm talking, you know. And I've had another dream again. I'm saying to myself, hold on there. And whenever me have dreams, right, that's right, it means there's a vibration going on out there. And I'm picking up some waves, some frequencies.
See, she shouldn't be thinking about waiting for Ruben to come or nothing.
Yeah.
Get in contact, get the paperwork together, send it out there, registered fucking mail or whatever, to make sure he signs for it and gets it. And say, Ruben, I need to sort out this mortgage, I need a power of attorney to sort it out. You know, if we go into no fucking details. I'm in the house, I can't manage the mortgage, I need to sort something out. I'm trying to hold on to it. I need a power of attorney so that I can just deal with what I gotta deal with. That's it. Now you're going to see who you're dealing with, because you're supposed to sign that blood clot, and if you say put the in rent on it, you're supposed to do that and get that back to you.
Yeah, but that's no reason why he wouldn't do it.
Well, you're not even making a fucking move to find out what the score is. So you can sit down and speculate till your fucking cows leave the field. You don't know a man. You see a man face, you don't know him heart. Matter of fact, as a man who is joint responsible, if you want to fucking leave the country, you're supposed to think as a man who have business, which a property is business. See? Because it have to pay. Then we there for his business. You're supposed to say, blood clot, left her just give her a power attorney so you don't make a thing she can. You know. A third man not supposed to come in, come blood clot, say that? Stay there anyway, you know your dream world. Because obviously the meeting wasn't just for Nathan's benefit. The meeting happened because it was for you. But you don't want it, you give to Nathan.
Thank you. No, we work together, man. We work together, you know. It's a matter of time, but we don't have, I just said we don't have time.
We don't have enough fucking time for matter of time. The matter of time was the whole of a beating we're getting a slavery. Murder, castration, rape, womb invasion. It's like you don't know where you're there to blood. You think it's that pretty sitting joke thing? It's not a pretty scenario, you know. So my mother there, coming like she at prison. At 70 after work, 50 blood clot years and them thing. Me, like I said, you might take it lightly. Me not take it lightly. I know me do it. Me work from 19 to 25 in terms of European career and big company. That's enough for me. Me learn everything when me need to learn this. So, me are good with letter writing and word. Me listen.
Is it done?
Yeah. Right? You see me? So me, what, all that? 19 work for Westminster County, my first job as a payroll officer. We get my redundant. Rascal, my working career is only what? 5, 6 years? And that's 6, so intensive. You know how much company we work for that in another 6 years? You know how much company we work for? With good title, and to me ignorant and can't take, do not tell them fuckery. I mean, now get up a morning. Even the reason is.
Say to me, I could get it on time.
But me listen, me learn, me observe. And that help me know when me come to put language.
See, you never go to my school?
No, sir, I got one comprehensive, one Catholic school.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You fling me out of that blood clot when me at 14.
You've not better than people when me go?
No, you're not better blood. You're not better fuckery.
Yeah. What I'm saying to you is the subjects that they put you on sometimes, right? Because the assumption is, right, when you go to these schools, right, they assume that you have a good grasp of the English language, right? When you go yard, you don't start at the pure pathway they're upon, right?
It's a lot of bollocks.
Yeah, Catholic schools were usually looked upon a bit different than
people
public
think.
schools.
Yes, people
but
think.
It's the same bunch
It's the same bullshit.
Yeah.
People think you're going to get a little bit. Can I say exactly what my mother say? She never wants to me go Simon Digby, she never wants to me go White Smoke, and them there with the bad boy, them there, all of my friends.
Can I separate them from them?
Well, when we come over school in the evening at the pub side, we stand up together. I bun with ganja.
You just had a different school uniform.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all. And that never made no fucking difference.
You think they're taking you away from,
no, sir.
that company?
It may go exactly the opposite way.
Yes, Bianca, you get it, man. I'm going to come for your blood clot. No, you have to make a move. All right.
That's only 200. No, but that's only £250. It's not like
yeah, but you ain't got it right now.
Hold on, that's arrears.
Yeah.
When you said £250.
Yeah.
What's the total, including the interest today? Now?
I think it's like 7,000.
From the $2 grand.
From board 4,000 or something.
And it's now.
And it's now 7,000.
Okay, right. They sit down, clean your teeth and make it go up to 14,000 and beyond.
Maybe it's that. I don't even know. It's only like 50.
No, you're supposed to know this represents a fraudulent transaction. That's what you need to appreciate here. Okay? Alright, see that?
Like off a rear power.
It's a fraudulent. That document is fraud. But in the corporate world, it's business. And it's legal. But it's not lawful. I share it, you know. I sit down around my paper. I never look at last night. I never do nothing last night. I took this morning, well, it's at 12 o'clock. I'm in there. Where me I go right, where me I start from. So something just said to me, trust. It's a trust. I mean, it's an NHS trust, but it's a trust. So trust, please.
Yeah.
So let's look into trust a bit more closely.
Yeah.
So that's where I've been starting. Doing some research with the MPs, who did this and that. Made a few phone calls, spoke to somebody at the Department of Health and the government. The vibes, you know, kind of give me certain information, like you tell me, say, if you do go a certain channel, the minister now read it. Tell me a little thing. So I said, I wasn't thinking of that, but yeah, I think I will try going through their procedures, their complaints procedures, because that'll add more weight when I come to put the writ on their ass. I don't give a fuck what they're going to say when I go through the complaints, because inevitably they're going to say, oh well, there's no funds and with the policy and the cutbacks and and okay, but we not have to accept that. If you mismanage the blood clot business of running people's life, that's not my fault. I remember that.
That's right. And then
You don't care where you want to say, how much budget cut. You run it, you never come to me and ask me about the budget. You take it upon yourself as a trustee to make up all the budget to go. Now you're going to tell me, say, no money not there. That's your problem, your fault, you're the trustee.
So what he's trying to do is tell that as you as the beneficiary now can't benefit time fuck up.
Well, that's what the situation is. That's the reality.
Yeah.
But we're not looking at it in terms of a trust and who is the trustee, public servant. We miss these little things and we miss that kind of principle.
And that them big ones.
But if you did call somebody to fix the car and fuck around with it, you'd assume blood clot. You see what I mean? I say?
Yeah, same thing. Same thing, baby.
Massive.
You see what we? That's it, man. How me having?
Fuck you know.
Nope. And if me never control that, if me never hold type on that, you wouldn't even get that. Because that benefit done, you know, that benefit done. That's in a minute.
So, that's where we're at with this game.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me feel so good.
You see, your brain a churn from the right angle, man. A churn from the right angle, you know. It's like with me now, so then me get distracted and I come back and I come, you know what I mean? But you depend on it because you know I pull you. Like how me this damn taxi thing I pull me.
Well, remember I said me need money to pay my bill, but it just so happened, follow me and that woman they catch up. But them have a ship that come from China where get fucking delayed out of sea because of the big thing of Philippines. So them have a limited amount of stock for dish out to the store, which is, the time is fucked as you can imagine, because this is Christmas.
Yeah.
But apparently, as far as that little company women I work through the agency, apparently that's the situation. So I'm kind of glad. We just use that as an excuse now. Take that weekend, start off the thing.
Yeah. It's nice to take a week off and do one shit, man. That's not for you know because
if them want a license check, I mean I give them no because my license then revoke.
Yeah.
They give me some paperwork in my pay packet and I ain't even looking at it. So if they want to stop giving me the work, I'm just have to bear it till I deal with what I'm dealing with and get round to that letter that I've asked them to review in the States. I'm gonna have to just fuck them off and just get on with it.
Yeah. Send it to our bedroom because at the end of the day, the intent is paramount. You know what I mean? Like what Taj said, no matter type of work can do it for you. It's when you have the intent. Because as you say, it's what's extended onto paper. You know, so yeah.
Well, it's been maturing like a good wine for a while now.
I'm telling you, man.
I started at the 15th of October.
So when I was drinking alcohol?
I bought a cider, bought a Carling cider the other day at the fridge at the shop and
yeah.
Put quite a.
You like it?
Yeah, man. Just sip.
Sip cider.
Yeah. The cider is 4%.
Yeah.
Because I do make my shit.
Because sometimes make the urge to like a beer. You make me right urge. I go buy a Guinness. If you run down. I buy a Guinness and I buy a Dragon Stout. I'm lit about one night.
If I'm in the mood, I probably would buy one. I'm just probably not in the mood to get that much alcohol in me.
Yeah.
And the cider is quite light. It's sweet, so you know. Just drink some and put it back in my fridge.
Yeah.
The Carling.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's alright. I know. I'm not really like drinking. Because mainly because the fact it dehydrates you.
Yeah.
Dehydrates your brain and all kind of shit. You need the blood clot brain cell right now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's so that means that if I come check it again tomorrow, then
Yeah,
let me use CCs on it,
fucking.
or we can go down tonight and do it. I don't know.
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna go and work on this thing for man.
Yeah, yeah.
But you gotta get them fucking CCs on there.
Definitely.
Because you can imagine the effect of it.
You get me.
I mean, not all we're gonna send it. You're gonna send it to them, but it's just the effect of it. Because in other words, motherfuckers' eyes are on you now. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So, you know, you have to have something.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if we do all the local process and certify mail, every blood clot thing, and they can still, you can ignore it. And you know, but even when the judge get a copy and see who CC, you know, say they might watch him too. That means that there could be foreign outside interest in this matter. So we better move carefully. Because we've got witnesses here on an international level. You see what I'm saying? So we have to use. I mean, them are give me the ammo, you know. I'm civil alert people, man.
Yeah, Black Talk.
Civil alert and Black Talk. Black Talk at the radio.
Yeah.
All this ammunition when we get from them.
Yeah, listen to the hard man.
Listen it and retain it. Because it's key. The world is running a bluff.
I like that one you got on YouTube about the brain, how they brainwash the program and you without you even knowing it. That is so
You
real.
watched it?
Yeah. I fell asleep to like a little bit of it. But that's real.
Great, isn't it?
Because that's
a Chinese thing.
Chinese, yeah. It's really, to me,
A China, that sweet me, that's I'm to put it up there.
yeah.
I remember when we write something about you think.
True.
I wrote something like you think Tiani in China doesn't know the mentality of That's what I wrote.
But it's true, because I know I was there until I went to Ethiopia. Or like when I used to leave Canada and go to the Caribbean for my 3 weeks or so, whatever, then automatically you change, your blood change and you come away from the whole program and thing. But as soon as you get back in, all of a sudden, you just start up the thing. But it's Ethiopia that definitely detoxed me, whereas when I went back into Toronto, I just saw it in my face how the whole thing
I
was
think you're right, you know, because
programmed.
when I came back from Ethiopia, I'm sure I come back quite a different.
Yeah, your blood just change up, and you start think like you see.
Plus, me being a wonder Guinea.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, seriously. Wonder Guinness, I don't know, but between
I'm a
you
swim. I'm a go hand underneath the hot water swimming pool.
and between you and me and Wonder Guinness, I don't know, but that's when I started thinking I must have gone a bit crazy, because once I went under the water, right, it almost felt like you're being baptized by some other person, some other entity.
Yeah.
So by the time, because I was really sick too, so by the time I went under that water, it's almost like when I came back out, a lot of things I'm supposed to be thinking and doing, it just went out the door. It just
cleanse.
And you started seeing more like.
When we come back, when we come back from Ethiopia, I wear my gabby, I have beard. I'll come from the bus one day. Brother said, I come from look so I say, I just come back from Africa. You hear me now? Africa? Chop, me now go there blood clot. Me now go them place there. Black man.
Yes, I was wearing my Nutellas. I still can't.
I'm going to find my gabby to you. I'm going to wear the fuck out of you.
I'm making some chips.
Yeah, I think with that something there.
Some corn in there.
Corn, yeah. Yes, Virgin. I saw the thing pan out. I saw the thing set up.
Then I think it's because I was in that room for like 2 weeks, just reading and smoking and reading and smoking and reading.
Yeah.
So then you kind of, like you see when they say that, and then I used to stay up until about 3 o'clock in the morning by myself. Yeah, because Ruben was in the club, because he was running the club, so I wouldn't go, so I'd be at home.
You wouldn't go or
No, I wouldn't go.
You want to go?
No, it came to the point where it's like, you don't go anymore, you stay up here.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, you just don't go.
You know why you're on them time there? Because you're going to interfere.
Bianca,
Yeah.
I feel phone that in the toilet.
Yeah. Hey, do you want some chips and some... Oh, you got food at home? I was so gonna go eat some food. You want some?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No food there. You have enough food for share out there?
You always have a lot of food.
Well, alright. Because I can a little bit of chicken there back there.
Yeah, I'm making chips and
So what about flesh?
Oh well, you don't always have that flesh. We ate corn and onions with chips and it was gorgeous.
Okay.
But we've got some potatoes and that potato sauce. You see the potatoes in there? That's like flesh.
Yeah.
Because you've got the chicken gravy mixed in there. That's enough for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come and give your gunboat run for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in the room for like 3 weeks. Yeah, about a good 14 days plus reading
Yeah, I don't know for
and smoking.
all the night when the bingy are going, them time I read Bible. So, I'm the bingy are going across the way right by HQ. I'm get right across the road, you know.
Yeah.
Another compound there.
Yeah.
Bingy are going. The bingy are calling me, you know. It's funny. I wasn't going to go, I was going to be ignorant.
It's the drums, that's another thing too.
I said, boy, I'm not go.
You
Put on the Bible, like up a little tattoo, and gone over this. I got pictures from that thing.
because a lot of the EWF members didn't. They now do because it's so small now. Everybody have to like try to come together. But they didn't go to the bingies really.
Them man there, you know them man there really, you know. Them man there just man, Birmingham man, where happened to have dread. And through them they run the thing, them know certain talk, like the password to go through. But them go so far in the dread thing, them don't know another way. You understand? Them all about the money. Ever since. Yeah?
Yeah.
For them thing of money.
Yeah.
Man, they are Texas. You know already. See? So, we left them to that. We want to know something. We start in the dread thing, the Rasta thing. We want to move from this.
Yeah. It's another trap, innit? Another trap.
It's another trap.
That's been laid out for us.
It's another trap. Because I have to wonder whether some masonry thing will really set up the thing for it.
Well, look on the film now, when them put out.
I personally believe what I see. I feel that the whole thing it's been set up.
I think it come to me like, you know.
It's been set up because when you see the elders who've been on the land for how long, right?
Yes.
And they're still in poverty.
Them living exactly like what they probably would have lived in a Jamaica.
Worse. Never mind, just worse. Because a lot of the people in the Caribbean, Rasta or no Rasta, live very good. And them have seawater, them have rainwater. Yeah, well, this is why I'm kind of, because with their house now, that's where they have the AIDS hospice for the children.
You see?
Yeah. And it's a white woman that, no, but there's a brethren from here, a couple of them, brethren and sisters from here, went and rebuilt that house. Now the house, there was dispute, right? So they left the house. The house was locked up for years. They left the house. So now, who's running the house? A woman from somewhere in Europe, a European Rasta woman who claimed she's HIV positive, right? So she's running the house now for children with AIDS and HIV. And I'm at the point where, why are you labeling the children? Because all you're doing is labeling them so you can get money from Europe to have your lifestyle over there.
Actually,
not
she
really
can
the
get money
children.
from, as a European,
Not from...
she can get money from the UN.
Exactly, they're working
She
together.
can get money from ALBION.
Red Cross, everybody.
She can get money from Bill Gates. And the people don't have no fucking HIV.
You understand what I'm
But
saying?
by the time them bomb clot done,
they have everything.
Yeah,
They're dead.
you're feeling with it.
They're
understand?
dead. Them dead, and that's a generation they just wiped out.
yeah, oh,
You know what?
Yeah, a generation they just wiped out. And I'm supposed to sit back and say, yeah,
well, you are sitting back because you've got your business over here to deal with and you're not fucking dealing with it. So you can't help nobody because you ain't got no money just like us.
Well, this is
and you have money, but it's like you don't want it.
You know, the elders were fine. They were a little bit sick or so, but as soon as they started doing this Elder Foundation thing and taking them to the doctor,
the elders didn't
they
really
were
get
just
any,
dropping.
the elders didn't get no help. The elders put a presence there, which in essence it's still a contribution, and quite obviously the government aren't supporting them, right? So even and they didn't actually research and find out what the land grant entailed.
So much fight over that damn land.
No, you see what I said to you? Nobody's done the research. Nobody's interested in that. So I'm not even go by the blood clot research. Not even just for curiosity. Not interested. But if you're interested, you're actually on the fucking land or you want to go on the land, you should research what the grant actually entailed. Because maybe if the king set the grant in place, then there might be an obligation upon the trustee again to ensure the provisions are made under the grant. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah.
So, them just, it's a free piece of land, make a wrong and fly down like John Crow.
Well, it's it's crap in the
No,
barrel, isn't
they're
it?
free. People selling the land. The government is basically taking back the land because they're just sitting on there doing nothing.
Because a lot of the younger ones take it for like a holiday resort and go down there, scorn the local fucking people. Think they're higher than the fucking
Scorn
local.
them. Oh my God, nobody cussed Ethiopians like bastards.
They're fuckers.
It's really crazy.
That's why when I go there in the blood, dear me land there, I reach up at Shashamani, go to the HQ, see the setup. But me watch how them are go on. Then I go on one little shop side of the HQ, go buy soda. I've seen them in England, buy bloody can of pop, bottle of pop. No, them wipe it off, and that's still not good enough. Them now drink out of the back, them have to find cup.
That part is gonna be.
That's fucking Pepsi Cola, you know them one time twist back. No?
Yeah.
So them have orange, strawberry, cherry.
Okay,
Or them glass one time.
Yeah.
Then now drink out of Ethiopia them days. Listen, what the bumbo clot you come here for? Now my mind. You're a real white man. You're a real blood clot European. You come with your fucking European values to impose on you. You so-called people. You put barbed wire fence around your fucking compound. You've hardly got any land. Me said no, me find some local if you go live with for the 4 weeks. Right across the road, come like the Almighty just send people for me. Yeah!
Yes, very.
God just got up and went, you know. I didn't make no plans, no provision, I didn't book no hotel, nothing. I didn't army, you know, the army bag. Was so tall. Just draw the string at the top. I have tin food, I have clothes, I have every blood clot. Unnecessary question you just come with now. I've just explained to you how the thing works. So you cannot come ask me that when I've just told you. Once you've done your process, you go to a public court and get ratification, which means the judge is going to say, I find in favour of the plaintiff, which is you. Once you have that, now you've got lawful rights and claims to enforce your contract. So the sheriff can't come talk about no jurisdiction because you get it ratified in the public. So the sheriff now is an instrument to enforce your claim. So if it's goods, property that needs to be seized on their premises, that's what the sheriff's there for. Just as an example.
So at what stage, what document do you
No, what I'm going to say to you now, we fucked up.
Right.
Because you're supposed to have put some CCs under there. CC, the fucking UN, CC, Interpol, CC, the Moors in America, just, you understand? Since you fly the Moorish flag.
That's what I was thinking about. I thought to myself, where's the actual CCs? I was thinking about it in the back of my mind.
When you say it, look.
No, not yesterday, today.
Well, I think it's important. I tell you why it's important, because just like when I'm doing my mother's thing now, it's going to fucking the UN Commission on Indigenous Rights. I'm going to the UN Human Rights. I'm going to do Interpol. So what I'm trying to say to you, this is a bluff game, don't forget.
That's
so
right.
as much as we're trying to get our P's and Q's and words and style and all of that, that's not the point. That's just to make sure our shit don't get, ignored, dismissed. ridicule. But when you put them CC on there and them say bomber clock, now the world I watch. Like you can CC, the president or the prime minister of China too. When they see the world I watch, wow, go on, in this case, yeah, it's just going to be a different outcome.
Yeah.
Because if it is a private contract, it's between you and them. But this is a public concern. I'm one of the people. The people are classed as the public. Even though public is public, corporate, private is private. But be a Spanish society.
Republic, like a republic.
No, fuck that. I didn't say nothing like that.
Okay.
Why would you love other things and confusion?
Because you're confused.
Well, she just do it. And you just come do it.
Yeah, because you mentioned the word public.
I'm explaining to you how the game works, blood. So all you have to do is listen.
Yeah.
That's why you see, I'm just tapping on my bomber clock, yeah, I'm doing my idea. Because I'm happy in a bomber clock when I see my energy, I manifest. Because today, I look on it now and I'm looking at a research trust law. I'm researching the history of the NHS because these are trust situations and this is a contract that the government, which is a corporation, makes with the people to have our health, safeguard, welfare, safety, comfort, blah, in trust for us. So now you're going to tell my mother after 50, now